Welcome to Will It Work? I'm Kevin. Today we're looking at the all-new Odyssey 200 by Magnavox, America's most exciting home video game. Works on any brand, any size TV, color, or black and white. So as we learned when we looked at the Odyssey 100, the Odyssey 200 came out at the exact same time, was based on the same microchip, but for whatever reason, the cheaper unit, the 100, only gave you access to, I think, 3 games, and this one gave you access to all of them. Or maybe the 100 gave you access to 2 games, and this one gave you access to all of them, which, according to this box, is 3 games. I don't know if they also give you a practice mode or something. There is also a 4-player select switch on this one, which is interesting because it's all in one unit, no external controls. So it's copyright 1975. We got a nice box here. Let's go ahead and open it, and let me zoom out. Well, that's about all the zooming out I'm going to get on this, unless I raise the height. Let's see what we got here. So we've got the installation and game rules. This feels like it's almost waterproof, like it's plastic or something. Just the usual bit about how to install it and all that kind of stuff, and how to play the game, in case you never played it before. A little bit of spots on there from somebody's coffee. You have one of the original Magnavox control or switch boxes where you punch in the plug rather than use RCA cables. We've got one of those handy though, so we won't need this one. We did come with the power adapter, although it does say on the box requires 6C batteries, not included. So I'm thinking this is the aftermarket adapter that you had to purchase as well. So that's kind of nice that they have the original one here. And we'll go ahead and try it. Magnavox. There. Input 117 volt AC, 60 hertz out, output 9 volt. I've never seen something that says 117 volt input. It's very peculiar. It's fine, it'll still work. It's a weird number. Okay, and then we've got the main unit itself inside the foam, still wrapped in the plastic. It's not a new unit. We can see there's coffee stains and stuff on it, but I've never used it before, and I've had this one for a very long time, so we need to see if it will work. Looks like we've got some extra paperwork on the bottom of this box as well. Let's first move this stuff out of the way. So there's a service, how to get service, different parts, center locations. I wonder if you brought this in now to one of these places, be like, hey, let's fix this. They'll be like, yeah. Come on in, we got the blueprints for it in the basement. We'll get it going for you. We have an inspection card. That's interesting. Run 1. I guess a final performance of 0888 means it's all good to go. We also have consumer relations, in case you want to call and complain about your Pong system. Dear Magnavox owner, welcome to the fine family of proud Magnavox owners. We appreciate your decision to purchase a Magnavox product, and we are confident it will provide you with many hours of pleasurable entertainment. Will you help us? You, the consumer, are very important to us, and we would like to know your opinion of the new Magnavox you have just purchased. After you have used it for a few days, if you feel the answer to the questions on the reverse side, we'll give you the opportunity to tell us how you feel about your Magnavox and discuss possible improvements for future products. A few minutes of your time will be greatly appreciated and will enable us to better serve you, our valued Magnavox customer. Sincerely, the Magnavox Company. Yeah. Okay. So what I'll do here is get this box out of the way. Magnavox Odyssey. Kids all excited. Yeah. Now, we had one of these when I was young. I don't know which one it was, but I distinctly remember it being an Odyssey. And it was when my dad was still married to my mother, and not my stepmother. So it probably was sometime around, I would say, 19 anywhere between 1976 to 78. So it's probably a bit later, I would think, of a unit that he would have bought. But then again, maybe some of these units would have been on clearance, etc. I don't know. Like the other one, we have a score here because there's no on-screen scoring. We do have a 3-game switch now instead of 2. We have a player switch, 2 and 4, which is interesting because we have these fused on dials, which basically control 4 dimensions of play, as well as a goofy sort of English or angle. Center and speed, and I imagine if we open it up on the bottom, we'll have the same sort of stuff we had before. Probably just want to open it up, though, to make sure we don't have a case of rotten batteries in the system. Let me get my screwdriver here. Yes, so no batteries, but we do have all of the usual dials and such. Looks like we had some sort of a spill of some sort that entered the board here, so yeah, let's see if it still works. Right, somebody's coffee, more than likely, or some kid spilled the pop. Pop may be worse than coffee with the acid and everything. But these things are pretty hardy too. So, alright, what I'll do is I'll wire everything up. We'll try the adapter. We'll plug it into the video side, and we'll just see if we get a display out of it and if it works. Okay, here we go. Okay, we're looking at the Odyssey 200. Let's see, the signal's a little bit squirrely, and it may be also because of the switch box control. It's kind of, if you mess with it a bit, you can kind of get a better signal or a worse one. I think, like, if you get it in there just right, you can probably get a very clean signal. It's these weird, you got to punch it in, and rather than use an RCA cable, and it can get kind of I don't know. It's not my favorite type of switch box. How about that? That'll just have to do for now. But I think you could clean it up with some spray and everything. So let's center the board. And let's see. Left player up and down. Seems to be fine. Left and right. We'll move him over to the left. There. Nothing with the goofiness. Now we're in 2-player mode at the moment. Let's see. Let's bring up right player. I'm not seeing right player. There he is. And he is also fine. Okay. Let's switch to 4-player mode. I'm guessing they probably use the English switch, right? No? So how the hell does this work? Left, up, down. So how does... I see his paddle down there, but what the heck controls that? There's literally no other control on the other side. Nothing. What the heck's going on there? Okay, let's turn it off. 4-player. Game A, turned on. Ooh, that ball got all weird. I don't think the logic on this one's so great. Now let's try game B. Let's try centering that again. What am I missing? Oh, look at that. It kind of follows you. That's not exactly 4-player, though. That's just like some weird follow-along thing. How is that strange? I haven't seen that in a Pong system before. Follow-along mode or something. Only up and down, though, not left and right. And yet the goofy button, or the goofy dial, doesn't seem to control anything. Let's try switching out the 2-player. Yeah, we still have that thing on the bottom left, that line. Not sure what that's doing there. Let's try game C. Weird, man. All right, center that line again. Is that just the goal? So that would be like here. You have a speed dial. Turn it way down. Not sure what the deal is with that. But again, you get the follow along mode. And then on the left side, yeah, you're just kind of in there. You're just kind of like the goalie. On the right side, I guess you could do the same, like that. I don't know why you have that one white line down at the bottom there. That's unusual. Could be some sort of error. Like I said, they maybe spilled some coffee. Although for the most part, the system works okay. Probably could just be cleaned up a little bit. Maybe a capacitor or two needs to be tightened up. But, you know, it's the 200. It's not that exciting. But it's nice to see that it works. So it's a keeper. We'll put it all back in the box, and we'll move on to the next one. Thanks for watching.